Start. In the April 3 encounter between security forces and the Maoists in Sukama, a Maoist stronghold in Chhattisgarh, 22 Jawans were killed, 7 from the Commando Battalion for Resolute Action (Cobra), a unit of the Central Reserve Police Force (CRPF), and 15 from the Chhattisgarh Police. One Cobra Jawan, Rakeshwar Singh Minhas, who was held hostage by the Maoists, has since been released. This followed a message from the Maoists to a Bijapur-based journalist that mercy would be shown to Mr. Minhas if the government nominated a team of mediators to negotiate his release. A team of local people, who later went deep into the forest area from where the Maoists were operating, spoke to the rebels and prevailed upon them to release the Jawan. What persuaded the extremist group to show this gesture after their cruel act of killing the 22 men is anybody's guess. It was possibly their attempt to broadcast to the world that they are not all that violent or merciless as portrayed by the administration, that they are in fact human and compassionate, fighting only for a cause. The ease with which the Maoists are able to strike at security forces and indulge in indiscriminate killing from time to time has confounded many analysts. The frequency of attack may fluctuate depending on the preparedness of the extremists and the strength of the establishment's retaliation. But the tactics of the Maoists have not changed greatly. They usually spread misinformation about the numbers of the Maoists on the ground in a village as well as their location. Communication equipment in the hands of government forces has not greatly improved over the years. Ambushes have, therefore, yielded rich dividends to the rebels. It is an entirely different matter that they have also paid substantially with the lives of their own ranks. What should surprise an objective observer is the determination displayed by the extremists regardless of the difficulty in periodically replenishing their ranks and keeping them in a reasonable state of morale against the great odds. The Maoists can never match the government's resources and professional prowess. This is despite the assistance they receive in terms of weaponry from various sources. But unconventional wars are not fought merely on the ground, they are battles between the minds of steel. Gory incidents like the recent one in Chhattisgarh have often led to the quick charge of lack of intelligence and planning on the part of the government, as though intelligence is a piece of cake. The criticism conveniently ignores the ruggedness of the terrain from where the extremists operate and the intoxication that an anti-establishment propaganda offers to almost all members of the group. In our view, if happenings during the past 5 decades or so are of any indication, one cannot overstate the capacity of the extremists. What works to their advantage is the fact that many states can not give undivided attention to the task of eradicating extremism. All that the central and state governments often do to set up their operation is to deploy more policemen and pour in more money and improve technology, but this has an impact only for a short span of time. Stop. There is an element of fatigue that afflicts both sides. Now let us see outlines of this matter. See this. Maoists, or we can also write like this, Maoists. Next, stronghold. Next, commando battalion. Commando battalion. Next, resolute action. Next, Central Reserve Police Force. Next, CRPF. Next, replenishing. Next, merciless. See this, merciless. Next, portrayed, having, or we can also write like this, portrait. Next, abuses. Or abuses. We can also write like this, abuses. Next, prowess. Next, intoxication. See this, intoxication. Next, terrain. Next, it is a phrase, short span of time. See this, short span of time.